The thing that really happened to be at Berklee was the playing experience, which I didn't really have that much of. Well, one reason was probably because I wasn't old enough to have that much playing experience. Back home I'd played with some rock bands and had done some jazz gigs and sat in at jazz clubs, but really once I got to Berklee I started playing on an everyday basis with people of different backgrounds, different styles, just trying to soak it all in. So I was there for about a year, and this band approached me about joining them. It was this reggae band called the Tribulations, and some amazing things happened to me with them. Namely, I discovered a style of music that I'd heard of, but I really didn't know what it was about. We were on tour quite a bit, so for somebody that's 18, that was an incredible experience. You know, just going out and playing quite a bit and seeing all these amazing acts and playing good rooms, and you know, just dealing with all of this on a professional level at such an early age was great. And then the second thing that happened to me in Boston was I met this guy Chris Mcdermit, who's a guitar player and a singer, and I played in his band for quite a while, and the pinnacle of that was playing at the '99 Woodstock, which was really fun. I had nothing to do with the burning on Sunday. I was gone by Friday night, but that was an amazing gig, and I had it for even when I moved to New York, which was great because we'd played a lot around New England, and I could keep Chris's gig even though I relocated from Boston. In fact, even to this day, I'll play an odd show with him. And activating my own group in New York, I mean, the group's been alive since 1992 when I left the Tribulations because I wanted to play the stuff that I was hearing in my head, and then I wrote a bunch of music. And my band, Fetti, started in '92, and basically it's my creative outlet. It's whatever I write that I think passes the muster, goes onto a chart and gets presented to the musicians. And the musicians that I've had from back then to now are just, I mean, it's just incredible. And that's been an amazing experience, and to be able to keep that and have 3 records of that and be playing in New York and, you know, in Europe and other places in the States with your own group that's definitely something that is worth fighting for, kind of, because it is a bit of a struggle because it's non-commercial music, but yeah, I recommend that everybody checks it out. Anyways. Having your own project is always a difficult thing because I think, well, for one, you take everything personally, and especially if there's a failure somewhere, it's all on you. However, the rewards of having your own project are that much greater than the rewards coming from being a sideman anywhere else, because again, you know, it's you. I play with a great singer-songwriter, Jonah Smith, here in New York, and we do a lot of touring, and you know, he puts out records, and we go out to play and support those records. And so sometimes basically my musical life will be invested in somebody else's project. Not that I'm cut off from the world when I'm on the road with Jonah, but the truth is that if I'm on the road with Jonah, then most of my time is committed to that particular project. And I don't mind that, and I would never mind it as long as I felt like the music that I was playing while not playing my own was worthwhile. teaching at the collective is definitely an interesting experience because you end up faced with just such a wide level of expertise when it comes to the students. I mean, some of them can really, really play, and some of them pretty much can't play at all. You know, they're at the beginning stages of this beautiful drumming game that we play. So, you know, that's the first challenge, is how do you approach, you know, one guy as opposed to the other. So finding out that you can't approach two people in the same way is the first lesson for a teacher. The other thing that that happens here at the collective a lot is in private lessons, I try to make it a 50-50 split between the student directing the lesson, in other words, coming in and saying, here are the things that I want you to show me. Because they're in my lesson for a reason. They've heard me play, or they've seen me teach, or, you know, and I've sparked an interest, and they know what they want from me. However, I try to make the other 50 stuff that I believe they should have from me, whether they've mentioned it or not. And then we just kind of play that dance of, I give them what they want, but also try to approach them tactfully with things that I think that they should pay attention to, irrespective of whether they ask me about it or not.